let's face it, full moons don't play. And a full moon in Sagittarius is definitely not playing. It's not playing around with the truth. In fact, the arrow that the Sagittarian archer aims is the arrow of truth that is going to set you free. This Sagittarius full moon happening on Thursday, May 23rd, has a lot of positive energy around it. So I don't want it to sound all like foreboding or anything. We're going to dive into the energies and talk about it for each sign with some tarot cards and messages and what it all means. Get ready. We're going to set this full moon on fire. So the first thing that's really exciting about this full moon in Sagittarius is that it is sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto, of course, has gone retrograde. So I think that we have some powerful energy here to rectify something from the past. Okay. Change it up in some way, heal it in some way. Remember, full moons bring illumination. So there's going to be some information, some intel, some messages coming in to help us right a wrong from the past. Now, first of all, we may need to right that wrong inside our own hearts, right? We may need to get some clarity around what's going on emotionally with us. But I think we're going to get some positive energy, some positive messages here with Jupiter, Sagittarius's ruling energy, right conjunct Venus at the very last degree of Taurus at this full moon, suggesting to me that there is some beautiful truth that is going to help us begin a new journey. Now, I know we often think of full moons as endings, right? Yes, but we are ending some sort of cycle of maybe not knowing where we were headed, maybe feeling frustrated that things were not moving forward, maybe just confusion within our own hearts, maybe things that were facing some losses, with the Pluto energy. But we're going to see that the universe does have our back. The truth is an arrow that does set us free, and we are going to be able to begin new journeys in love and money matters. Okay, this is very positive and powerful energy. And of course, the sun has moved into Gemini as of this full moon, lightening the mood. Right? We have been kind of in the depths of deep Taurus energy, and we are with so many aspects and energies in Taurus, but we are now moving forward to a little bit of a lightening of the energy. So, and of course, Gemini is about communication. Sagittarius is about truth telling. So combine these energies, combine the Jupiter and Venus conjunction, combine the sun trining Pluto in Aquarius, the sun in Gemini, and we can really get some information, some news we can use to propel us forward in a new direction, which is why I put the Fool card on the thumbnail of this video, because it is the dawn of a new cycle, the dawn of a new day. We also have Jupiter going into Gemini, right? At this full moon, he's in like the last breath of Taurus. He's going to be going into Gemini. We have a whole new cycle beginning, a whole new year cycle with that as well. So take on board whatever messages you're getting right now at this full moon in Sag. Whatever the truth is for you, whatever the truth is about a love situation, a money situation, take it into your heart, figure it out. What is the truth for you based on what the external truth is bringing to you, and let go of the old baggage and get ready for a new adventure. Open that heart chakra wide, right? That is the Fool. Open that heart chakra wide and allow yourself to embark upon a new adventure with the information you get that's helping you release, recalibrate, and renew and move forward. All right, Aries, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Sagittarius. The truth that will set you free on a new path. Let us see. Aries. We have the full moon. And we have the Seven of Cups. And we have an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the truth that may be coming out for you at this full moon is that you do need to choose. Okay, it's time to start something new, or say yes to something new, to plant a big new seed. Okay, for something new on your bucket list, your wish list, your living list, whatever you want to call it. You might have been through some emotional mishigas, right? That has caused you to rethink your dreams in some way. Maybe since the Scorpio moon, so the last moon cycle, right? With that full moon in Scorpio in your 8th house of transformation in April, right? There may have been some things that got shifted around emotionally for you, that came to a big emotional head. And that really did force you to kind of maybe look at and reevaluate what's important to you, the dreams you have, the things you still want to accomplish in your life. So this big full moon, I think you're going to be choosing something here. This Ace of Pentacles, you're going to be choosing something to direct your energy to. You're going to be choosing something to plant a big seed about. There could be some interesting money news. I mean, the Jupiter-Venus is conjunct in the last breath of Taurus, which is your 2nd house of money. We have money energy here. So there could be some interesting money offer, money news coming in, money decision you make at that time to start something new. The full moon is happening in your 9th house of expansion, right? It is the big picture perspective of your life. So you may be deciding to expand yourself emotionally in some way, okay, through a choice you make about planting this seed. So you may be taking some sort of action, concrete action, to begin something that gets you out of an emotional rut, an emotional cycle that you have been in. There may be something too, I mean, the moon card can be associated with your home. So there could be something on your bucket list in terms of a travel, right? 9th house is travel also, that full moon in your 9th house. So you may be deciding, you know what? I'm going to book the tickets. I'm going to start saving the money for a trip I want to go on. Maybe that trip will come in Sagittarius season, right? So there could be something like that. I think you're making an important decision based on reevaluating where you were in April at that full moon in Scorpio, and now where you're at a full month later at this full moon in Sag. And coming to emotional terms with some things that may have shifted and making decisions. Okay, so there could be a travel. There could also be something that you're wishing for in terms of your home life with these energies, the moon, that you may also be making an important decision. And investment, that's what this is too. Investment in time and energy and effort into something about your home. So there could be some financial news coming in about a home-related situation for you as well. And I mean, this looks very favorable. Ace of Coins is great. So I think you're going to be beginning a new cycle in those areas. All right, Taurus, let's see what message the full moon in Sagittarius may have for you. And just as a side note, I did record your birthday year ahead reading. You may want to check that out. It is on the channel. All right, Taurus. Oh, we have some Pluto. Okay. And we have the King of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? Because this King of Swords came up in the birthday year ahead reading. So it's very interesting. And of course, we have this Pluto. So I think you're making a very big decision here in terms of a major transformation of self. Here's this King of Pentacles. Now, there could also be transformative information coming in about any type of legal matter, lawsuit, contract, political situation you may be involved in, negotiation. These things may have something to do with, of course, money, real estate, investments, those types of things, since the King of Pentacles is showing up. This is your 8th house. Well, Sagittarius is your 8th house of other people's money. So there could be some, light being shed, information coming in, freeing you, transforming you, finally wrapping up a situation that has kept you in a cycle for a while. Right? This is major cycle ending with the Pluto showing up here. So very, very interesting. So Sorry, cat hair. Very interesting. If you watch your birthday reading, you will see that this played a prominent role, this King of Swords with a Seven of Swords. And there's energy there of kind of, cleaning up the last bits of something that's going on. So it's interesting that this is coming out here for you in this reading also. So I think you are, putting your mind to cleaning up something once and for all. I mean, when the Death card shows up, it's like, this is a permanent change. You will not be going back to some old situation, old scenario. And since yours was the last energy coming out here, this is something that I think really, this decision, this change empowers you greatly, right? And if we're talking about starting a whole new cycle, new beginnings, this is going to free you up, right? And enable you to step more greatly into your power. So I feel like there's something here that may be like a transformation that's freeing you in some significant way. It could be freeing you from a debt, right? That's 8th house matters. It could be freeing you from a mortgage. It could be freeing you from finally wrapping up somebody's estate, inheritance matters, things like that. Freeing you from some sort of contractual negotiation of other people's money, like negotiating paying off a debt or negotiating a payment cycle or, something like that. All of these are possibilities, but I think with you showing up here as the king too, as this last energy, this is strong, good, empowering news that allows you to finally close out perhaps a very difficult transformational chapter in your life and get ready to spread your wings into a brand new one. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Sagittarius, which is in the sign opposite yours in your 7th house of other people. So there could be some interesting news if you have a partner with your partner. But let's see what we have. We have the 3 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Wands. A plan is coming together. A plan is coming together. News of a plan coming together very quickly. Something manifesting more quickly for you. I think a timeline gets speeded up with this news at this full moon. Okay, this is your 3rd house of communications, this 8 of Wands, this Leo energy. We have the 3 over here. And this can be about a ship, as we know, a ship coming in. So I think a ship comes in more rapidly than you were thinking was going to happen. I think something gets speeded up that you're going to need to take action on lickety split, just like that. Lots of fiery energy here. Of course, our full moon is in fire, as we know. Yeah, I'm feeling that I just getting the sense that a plan comes together very quickly for you. And if you're in the dating world too, right, this 8 of Wands to me could signal that if it's been, nobody around, all of a sudden there's lots of options on the table. There's lots of options on the table of people to connect with, people to date, people to partner with in business. Right, there's going to be a lot more action in terms of all of a sudden new people coming in your life. This is about new beginnings, this full moon. The information coming in about moving forward in new directions. And of course, Jupiter has just entered your sign. There's going to be so many things opening up for you in the year ahead. And with Jupiter trining Pluto in your 9th house of expansion, travel, big picture thinking, big picture perspective, I think there also is a possibility at this full moon that you hear from someone or someone's, possible multiple people that you haven't in a while. There could be some news of all of a sudden getting together with someone that you haven't seen for a while. Okay, that it's like the plan comes together very fast, like they're in town just for a quick jaunt, a very quick visit. And plans are made to get together quickly. Like you're not seeing, like this may not even be on your radar now when you're watching this video. It could manifest that fast. Or you hear from them at that full moon and they show up within the next couple weeks. And again, it comes together very fast. So there's lots of movement, lots of new people, I think, are going to be coming in to help you achieve interesting goals for yourself over, of course, the next year when Jupiter is in your sign. But we will do separate videos on Jupiter and Gemini. I got them all planned out. I'm working on them for you. Okay, so in terms of this full moon, rapid good news coming in, okay, about a forward direction and a road opening up for you in a way that I think has a tiny bit of element of surprise about it. And again, it could be a love or money road that is opening up. Lines of communication could be opening up for you with somebody important in your life, some sort of negotiation. I mean, seventh house, other people, there could be a negotiation, especially a business negotiation. Lines of communication opening up, and something being able to get started, right? And have a lot of fiery good potential behind it. All right, Cancers, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Sagittarius in your 6th house of work and well-being. Let's see what we have going on for you. I don't know if Bobo's going to hang out. Please don't sit on the mouse. The way Ariel used to do. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what we have for you. Cancer. Sorry about that slight interruption. All right, let's see what we have for you. Cancer, message, truth message, love and money messages with Venus conjunct Jupiter. Let us see. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands. And we have the 4 of Cups. Wow, okay. Universe is bringing you something. Universe is opening the door to your future, I think, at this full moon. Okay? The universe is opening a door to your future. It's bringing you something that's going to help you shift out of some sort of melancholy doldrums, like feeling just kind of blah, right? This 8 of Wands, fast movement. This Leo energy is your 2nd house of self-worth and money. So, and we're talking about your 6th house full moon. We have Venus and Jupiter conjunct, right, at this full moon, bringing us positive energies for love and money. So these are great energies. I think that there could be a very rapid advancement of moving from a state of, nothing's happening to all of a sudden a door is swinging open for you very quickly. And you've got to respond super fast with this 4 of Cups. I mean, you don't have to, but I think you're going to be shaken out of some sort of apathy about a situation you thought was not ever going to change, that you thought was intractable. It was just stuck. You're like, whatever. And it maybe was keeping you bummed out. But no, this is beautiful. So interesting with these 4s here also. So it could be something that after this full moon takes off for you in about 4 weeks. So at the start of your birthday season. So the news may come in at this full moon, and then at that full moon in Capricorn in 4 weeks, there could be some very interesting manifestations that are occurring. So let us see. This situation could also manifest for you at some sort of party or celebration. You could be invited to an event. Maybe you're attending something around the full moon. It's possible. And, out of the blue, somebody makes a comment, there's an offer, like something shifts very quickly because there's a destined karmic appointment that happens. And the next thing you know, the universe is bringing in the thing you thought was never going to happen. So there's going to be a profound shift in your overall well-being, I think. And about your enthusiasm for your future and a new possibility. Like I said, a new door opening for you. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know about this full moon in Sagittarius. Messages coming in. A truth to set you free and on a new path. All right, I shuffled in between. Let's see. We have an 8 of Swords. And we have a Hermit. And we have some Pluto. Okay. So it is possible that something is finally shifting with your finances at this full moon, particularly in regard to your children, 5th house, possibly, if you have them, possibly creativity or creative projects, your entrepreneurial efforts. All of these are 5th house things. And also any writing projects you've been doing, as I said, creativity, and also taking some sort of risk. I think that what this energy is saying to me, the 5th house is about pleasure and risk taking. You need to get out of a comfort zone. This full moon is bringing home the truth that if you want things to change, you need to change. And by that, I mean, you've been too much on your own, the Hermit. You've been too alone, maybe. You've just been keeping to yourself, which is fine. I mean, every once in a while we need to do that. We have to be, have a spiritual retreat. But you got stuck in that energy, this 8 of Swords. Like you got stuck in some sort of hermit mode. I mean, here's the Hermit, right? I mean, you got stuck there. And, Leo is a naturally sociable, gregarious, friendly sign. I mean, sure, we all do need our timeouts, absolutely. But as I said, the key here is you got stuck there. It's a mental rut. There's some sort of mental rut, but also could be a literal rut that you got stuck in. Okay, so I'm feeling like this is showing you that the key to your freedom, if you truly want different things, right? You got to take this risk in your life to get out of your own head, to also maybe get out of your own house, okay? And be done with something once and for all, finally. Because the thing is, with this, I feel like there's a new level of spiritual growth that is going to be happening for you as well. Once this situation is released, you got stuck in like a karmic loop, some sort of something that you don't need to learn that lesson anymore, the Hermit. Like you have learned it to the nth degree. You don't need to do that anymore. So I think this full moon is really going to show you exactly the freedom path. And the freedom path is to not go back. You just walk on by, it's done. It's in your rear view. Okay. So, but it's up to you. I mean, the 8 of Swords we know is our own mind, we're keeping ourselves stuck there. So, beautiful energies here for you, right? Jupiter, your 5th house ruler of taking a risk, conjunct Venus, your 10th house ruler. Getting out more in the public, getting out amongst people is going to do you a world of good with creative stimulation and inspiration, with maybe some opportunities for networking with your career, with people in your industry, again, that 10th, 11th house cusp that we have going on there with the Jupiter-Venus conjunction. Very nice energies. Okay. But it's interesting that the Pluto is in your 7th house, right? And it's starting to go retrograde. So the Pluto's showing up here. So there is probably some message about ending maybe even a connection that's no good for you anymore either. Because, you're done with it, right? Your freedom path is here. Time to take it. All right, Virgo. Let's see what you need to know about the full moon in Sagittarius. Your 4th house of home, family, roots, nourishes you, what feeds you. The 7 of Cups and the Justice. Okay. And the 6 of Swords. All right. You are moving on. You're moving on. All right. So the 4th house is also like, our foundation in life. What makes us feel secure? Where do we have our feet on the ground? Okay, and yes, can be a home as well. So we have your 2nd house of money showing up here with this Justice, the Libra energy. So I feel like you are making some sort of very important decision. Like there is news coming in that's going to help you dispel any illusions about what needs to be done. What decisions you need to make to move forward and be happy, okay? The Six of Swords is here, which is troubles passing away, but there is a decision that you will be making to move forward and maybe leave something behind. It's possible. All right. Because there is, a dream that you want to see fulfilled. You could be getting some good news about the dream. It's possible. And that we're finally, wrapping up some sort of situation that has been unclear or in limbo. It just hasn't materialized yet. It's still in a dream state. There could be news coming in where there is a contract. There is some sort of paperwork. There is an offer. There is a negotiation. And at that full moon, we have this energy of, let's make this decision. Let's make this happen. Either this is happening or it's not happening. Like, what's going on? Okay. Because there's something here. I feel it's interesting. I feel it's like, I think emotionally, it's not that I'm just getting this feeling, not even patience exactly, but sort of this just like practicality of, I don't have time to waste, right? It's like, I have a lot of things I want to do and I want to accomplish. Either you're doing it or you're not doing it. Like who's ever involved with this situation. So, because I don't have time to waste with this justice. So if somebody's been taking a long time to make a decision, or has been up to this point, I think that's going to get rectified at this full moon in Sagittarius. And you're going to know, yay or nay. Either way, you're moving on and can know, all right, I got to find other opportunities, or, okay, I'm going to be going with this, and it worked out. I think there's very favorable energy at this full moon for some beautiful, foundational love or money situation that could affect your life going forward over the next year, honestly. So, there can be very good news in these areas for you. And Gemini is your 10th house of career, which is, yes, is your 10th house of career. Sorry, I had to think there for a minute. So this may be involving, some sort of money negotiations and things that are going to play out over the next year in your career. Like I said, this is bucket list energy. This is like, I got things I really want to achieve. I want to make them a reality for myself, but I'm also not going to waste my time. So, but with the benevolence of your second house ruler, Venus, ruling Libra, conjunct Jupiter, there could be some really good foundationally exciting financial news for you at this full moon. It's very possible. All right, Libras, we have a full moon in your third house of your mind, the way you think, your communications, and we have a Venus-Jupiter conjunction at the very tail end of your eighth house of transformation. So there really could be a message that comes into your life at this full moon that is going to change your life on a very profound level, especially considering the fact that Jupiter is conjunct your ruling planet Venus. All right, so very interesting. Let us see what we have for you, Libras. We have a 9 of Wands, and we have the Hermit, and we have the 10 of Wands. Okay, so you're going to be wrapping up some sort of cycle here. Okay, some sort of heaviness with this 9 and the 10. The Hermit is in the middle, so this is some sort of, I think, big karmic spiritual lesson, spiritual adventure situation that has been going on for you. Now, the full moon's in that third house of your mind, okay? So something that perhaps has weighed heavy on your soul, on your mind, you are being freed from it with the information that comes in at this full moon. Now, everybody's situation is different. This Jupiter-Venus conjunction, as I said, is at the very 29th critical degree. It's an anaretic degree, critical degree of your eighth house. You're wrapping up this 9 and then the 10, a heavy karmic and spiritual burden. Okay, so this is very, very positive energy of ending this cycle. Now, does that mean everything's going to be sunshine and roses? Not necessarily. You still have the South Node going through your sign. Let's not forget that. That's not an easy transit. But I think an important part of that South Node journey through your sign, some sort of chapter, is going to be finally finishing for you. So use the information that comes in at that full moon if you need to make some spiritual changes in your life also about the direction you're going to go in next. If something comes up really showing you that, you had to pay your dues about something and you did, take the lessons on board. Whatever these lessons are that you learned with this heavy energy, this 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and this Hermit smack dab in the middle, really take it on board and know that you are never going to go down that path again. Whatever you've been learning and going through and growing through, as they say, right? That you're not going to go through that path again. And, with this full moon, it's really showing you that it was vital for you to go through that, because it is going to help you. Whatever you learn through that is absolutely going to help you on this next new chapter that's getting ready to open up for you. Okay, you're going to be having Jupiter going through your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life, Libra. So it was vital for you to go through what you had to go through so that you could see your life from a different perspective, to take advantage of the opportunities that Jupiter can bring to you for fresh spiritual understandings, for expanding your horizons, of up-leveling your life in important ways. So very interesting here. I'm feeling like also this is about passing a test, but it's a karmic test, and it's a test that, of course, is still up to your own subconscious energies here with this 12th house, the Hermit showing up, about your own spiritual choices. So if you just keep making the right choices for yourself, the things that you have been learning and going through, you'll be okay. You'll be okay with this. Okay? So I think it's a little bit of, good news if you've been doing the spiritual work and you pass the test. All right, Scorpio, we have the full moon happening in your 2nd house of show me the money. And we have Jupiter and Venus conjunct at the very, very last degree, the last breath of your 7th house of other people. So let us see what's going on for you, Scorpios. We have the Taurus energy, the Hierophant, and we have the 5 of Swords, double 5s showing up. Interesting. And wow, the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you have learned some very valuable lessons, Scorpio, about your commitments, your relationships, fighting for justice, fighting for fighting for your own self-esteem, maybe within relationships, fighting for some sort of contract, financial contract, if this is about your 2nd house of money, fighting someone else, because of course, this is your 7th house of other people, going through some sort of partnership, divorce, or fight or disagreement, some sort of lawsuit, maybe even contractual negotiations and problems, 5 of Swords in the middle. And then we have this Ace of Swords. We have freaking triumph. We have triumph here. So I think there's likely to be some sort of news that sets you free from this protracted, I feel like this has been going on for a while, this protracted fight for your financial independence, for the financial might and rights to be on your side, maybe something to do with the law, it's possible here with the guide. But this was a karmic lesson here. There was something going on here. A very deep spiritual karmic lesson about, I think, standing up for your own self-worth and not letting people take advantage of you, especially probably financially. Okay, so this Ace of Swords, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you could be getting an important letter to sign, an important contract to sign, legal thing. You could be, and in so doing, you're cutting loose ties, like you're setting yourself free from ties that you no longer want to be associated with. It's interesting that Jupiter's, ready to go into your 8th house of other people's money. So there may in fact be some sort of legal settlement, financial settlement that then you're going to be able to opportunely, that's very Jupiter, take advantage of and invest that money some way, right? So there could be something like that going on. That's very 8th house, investing the money. So let us see, but there should be some clarity of mind, clarity of spirit, that the fight was worth it. Whatever you fought for was worth it, not just monetarily, but for your own peace of mind. This Ace of Swords. Very nice. All right, Sagittarius, it's your full moon. Let's see what you need to know about it. In your 1st house of the physical body, how other people are seeing you. You are in the spotlight, baby. You are in the spotlight. We have, of course, Jupiter and Venus in your 6th house. I mean, it's the 29th degree. It's, the anaretic degree, the critical degree, the very end of your 6th house of work and well-being. So, I'm getting ready to go into your 7th house. So there could be some very interesting things happening in terms of news about finances regarding your own work that you do, but also perhaps, since it's at the 29th degree, something involving work and partnerships at work, for work, in your own business, things of that nature. So let us see. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords. And we have the Ace of Swords. And I shuffled quite thoroughly. Scorpio just got this. We have news coming in that's going to help you get off the fence about some sort of financial decision. And it may have something to do with a new partnership you're going to be involved in, since the 7 is here. And as I said, that Jupiter-Venus is at the cusp of your 7th house, so of partners. So we have the King of Swords, which is looking at this very objectively and really directing your mind very carefully, cautiously, analytically toward the best decision. I don't want to say you're being hard-headed, because I don't know if a Sag could ever really be hard-headed, but you're going to be a little hard-headed maybe about this particular evaluation that's going on here with this 7 of Pentacles. So you want to make sure that you are really investing your time and energy in something that is going to grow, and that the other person has the same level, because this is your 7th house also, this King of Swords, has the same level of commitment as you do. And you're going to know. I mean, this Ace of Swords, you're going to absolutely have the clarity of vision and of mind, of knowing this person's on board, they're not on board, that's fine. I just need to know so I can make my decisions and do what I got to do. So I think you're going to get a positive, this is a victory energy, right? So you're going to get a positive answer to whatever it is that you are contemplating about your own identity. I mean, let's not forget, aces are about the self, right? So there is something in the way that you are speaking to yourself, in the way that you are communicating about yourself, how others are perceiving you because of the way you are like showing up and communicating with this sword. Pluto's in your 3rd house of communications. So how you are, of course, going retrograde, but how you are thinking, how you are communicating is being transformed at very, very profound levels with Pluto in that house. I mean, we've only gotten going with Pluto in that 3rd house for you. So you're looking long term. I mean, I think that's my point too. Like you're looking even beyond just the next year with Jupiter in that 7th house. I mean, you're looking into maybe the next 7 years even here with the 7 of Coins about investing in this project, right? And our Is the other person going to be on board the way I'm on board? Or whoever's involved, are they going to be as invested in it as I am? Because this is something about your identity and how you want to contribute and craft and communicate your essence. Remember, full moon's in the first house of the self. So you have very strong ideas, King of Swords, right? Very strong ideas of how you want that, how you want to be perceived, and how you want this project or whatever it is you're trying to do to move forward. So that's why I'm saying there is a little hard-headedness going on here. I mean, I think what I'm feeling is like there's a lot of determination to have certain things your way, which is fine, right? Especially we're talking about in a creative or business sense, because you have a vision. I mean, you do, you know that you can grow this thing to an even greater height. But because Jupiter is going to go into your seventh house, you will gain more in the long run. And I'm going to do a separate Jupiter and Gemini video, but you will gain more in the long run from balancing seventh house, right? Balancing out your own desires, ideas, visions with what other people are bringing to you. The feedback you're getting, the support you're getting. Jupiter going through the seventh house, a very important and powerful person could come in to help you. So will you have that mental flexibility to allow feedback of someone who really does care? I mean, Jupiter, who's benevolent, who's not just, blowing smoke, but who really does care about your good fortune and well-being. Will you listen to the feedback from that person? That's something to think about, right? Because like I said, I think there's a lot of identity here going on with this thing at this full moon that you are realizing and thinking about. So I like this for you. I think this is very good. I think we're starting a very powerful cycle here of taking something to the next level that's going to be very much associated with your identity, this new identity that you are crafting for yourself, a very powerful identity. Capricorns, full moon happening in your 12th house, the subconscious, things hidden behind the scenes, karmic cycles wrapping up finally. Venus, Jupiter, at that very last critical degree of your 5th house. Are you finally wrapping up a creative project? Maybe you are. Oh, this cat hair is driving me crazy. All right, let us see. Capricorn, 9 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles. There's our Taurus energy. And the 9 of Pentacles. Wow. This Virgo, your 9th house. So I think we got double 9s here. There could be some very interesting news happening for you at this full moon about a wish you have had for your finances, your financial independence, and building a strong foundation, 4 of Pentacles, a strong financial foundation that you can count on going forward. And with Jupiter and Venus conjunct, there could be, in this Taurus, and the full moon in the 12th house, you could have like an intuitive hunch about how to proceed next in terms of some sort of project that you work on yourself that could make your financial wishes come true. But equally, there could be some sort of, this is a wish fulfillment card. There could just be some sort of wish that manifests for you with some sort of good money news at this full moon. It is very possible. But I think it might be a little unexpected. It could be like an unexpected win or unexpected bonus, that unexpected some beautiful thing that comes from the universe. It could be tickets for a trip. It could be tickets for an invitation to go somewhere, like somebody pays your way and you're not expecting that. It could be something like that. Especially it could be like, a paramour. It could be a lover. It could be a lover who's deciding they want to see you so badly, so they're going to pay for the plane tickets. It could be something like that. But we also have a possibility here if you have had a wish about some sort of creative project of yours, especially writing, international business, communications, publishing, any of those types of things, academia. There could be some beautiful something solid that manifests, like a teaching offer, like an editor finally arriving to edit your book. you know, the publishing contract, whatever the case may be. Maybe you finally, with this Jupiter conjunct Venus, finally get your website finished, or finally find the right person to do your website. Ninth house, very international communications website stuff. So whatever's coming at this full moon is satisfying a foundational need of yours that will lead to greater finances and could raise your profile in the travel industry, in the academia industry, in the media industry, in the spiritual industry, in the writing publishing industry, all of those areas ruled by the ninth house. So, wow, this looks very, very favorable. I love this for you, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius, we have a full moon in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams, networks and friends, personal gains. Let us see what you need to know right now. The Four of Wands, beautiful. And the Seven of Cups. And the Sun. Okay, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So we have news coming in, the fulfillment of a wish. It's what I feel. Now, it may have something to do with a relationship because the Sun is Leo energy, which is your 7th house of other people. It could have something to do with travel. It could have something to do with a creative project. Your children, if you have them. I mean, anything that lights up your heart space, your heart's desires, right? The Seven of Cups Sun card very much can be about the dreams that are very close to your heart that you would really like to manifest. And the full moon is in your house of dreams. So this Four of Wands is very interesting because it can be about joy and celebration and new doors and new pathways opening for you. It is Aries energy, your 3rd house of communications. So I think there's going to be some very exciting news for you. It may have something to do with some sort of, fame too, fame and recognition for maybe something you've been doing with marketing, with writing, with teaching, with sales. That's very 3rd house, all that stuff. But also it could have something to do with recognition in terms of 4th house stuff also. So your family really honoring you in some way. There could be a family gathering or news and of a family gathering to honor and have a beautiful party for someone. And maybe that idea or invitation gets extended to you at this full moon. I feel also what I'm feeling here too is there's some sort of healing energy going on as well. Like an all's well that ends well type situation. Not that we have anything negative here. I'm just kind of feeling that intuitively. But I mean, this is beautiful. So use this full moon energy and the communication and new opportunity that comes in to really look into your heart and honor all the beautiful manifestation energy that you have been pouring into making your dreams into a reality. All the blood, sweat, and tears, the sleepless nights, the effort, the work, the commitment, everything that you've been doing to make a beautiful dream manifest for yourself. You did this. Honor that. Okay? Honor yourself. And as I said, I mean, it's possible that honor and respect is coming to you in some way from other people, your 7th house. And there could be a surprise given to you, a surprise party, like some honor, a surprise honor, recognition as well from other people in your life who recognize your foundational value to them. So absolutely beautiful energies here. And Pisces, let us see what you need to know about the full moon in your 10th house of career, the public, and your public relationships, like a marriage. Let us see, Pisces. We have a 6 of Wands, beautiful, and a Queen of Wands. And the Sun. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Okay, so is there going to be some good news? I would say so with these energies in your career zone. I think there's something here where you're going to be possibly recognized for your achievements, recognized for your career. It could also be, if you're married, since 10th house is public relationships, your spouse or partner could also be on the receiving end of the recognition. So it might be about them also. Okay, Six of Wands is classic energy of visibility. People seeing you as a leader and authority figure. And the Sun is a card of fame and fortune and happiness and joy and clarity and warmth and well-being. I mean, all the good things. And then this beautiful energy of connecting with your inner flame, your inner fire. So I think because you've been following your passions, because you've been really tuned into what's important in your heart to do and follow and feel, you are getting some sort of recognition from the universe. Now, this Jupiter-Venus conjunction is happening at the very last degree of your third house, Taurus, of communications. So you could be on the receiving end of some very, very good news of an award, a promotion, a bonus, a benefit, any sort of sales or marketing that you have been doing of yourself could really propel you to some sort of beautiful offer, to perform, to be in the public in some way, like especially if you're a writer, you're a speaker, you're a teacher, you are, you could be sales associate of the year and get information about that, the news coming in at this full moon. Networking, I mean, there could also be some sort of visibility in terms of your own networking that you're doing for your career. Or you could be invited to a travel, to a conference, to an event that's going to help you get that visibility. This is all about you following your inner drive to just be the best and nurture yourself. And as you nurture others with whatever it is that you are doing for your career, I do feel like there is very possibly some sort of travel on the agenda for you in regards to your career. Absolutely. And it's probably something you can mix business and pleasure because of the Sun card. So you could go for 6 days, maybe 3 or 4, or the actual conference, and then you have a couple days to just go do fun things. Now, I'm not saying you're necessarily traveling at that full moon, but the offer could be there. The manifestation could arrive. The information, full moon brings that to illumination. And you decide. You could also be deciding to do that for yourself. You could be taking, you could be very proactive in taking action on booking yourself into some sort of conference, workshop, where you might be the presenter. You might be presenting at that. Very, very possible here. So I feel like you have a lot of drive and determination to make your personal business goals, whatever they may be for your life, doesn't matter what you're doing in the world, make those personal business goals things that really make you feel good about yourself. Because we know that when we feel good and we're doing work that really engages us, no matter what it is, it does help in terms of manifesting more joy, more abundance, more happiness, all the good things. So I think this is absolutely beautiful energy here for you, Pisces. But the key here too is your own visibility. So in terms of opening up a new chapter for yourself, really think about how you can show up and step out a little bit more and promote yourself a little bit more. You have so much talent. Let other people know about it. So thank you so much for watching your full moon in Sagittarius astrology and tarot energies forecast. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. What's happening? What are you looking forward to manifesting? How do you plan on using the energies to start a whole new chapter? Release the past. Let's get into some new energies with Jupiter getting ready to go into Gemini, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to be making some videos on that. I've been planning them out. So stay tuned to the channel for that. And again, thank you all for all your beautiful support and comments about Ariel. I miss her so much, as I'm sure you all do too. Bobo's a sweetheart. We'll see if he can get up to speed on the training. He's doing his best. But he's a sweetheart. So he's just very big and floofy. So, but that's okay. So, thank you so much. Love and appreciate you guys. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde, signing out.